we'll move through a bit of a flow, but my invitation to you tonight is to really stay with your breath, really honoring your body, what you need tonight. So anything that I say, the pace that I'm moving through the class, just a suggestion, you moving on your mat in the way that serves you well tonight. So that being said, we will start tonight in an easy seated position. So just making your way onto your mat, easy seat, crossing your legs in front of you. If you have a block or a pillow or anything that might be comfortable underneath your seat, that would be a great option. Give your spine a little more support here. And if you'd like, maybe closing your eyes here. A soft gaze down towards the ground in front of you.
Good.
Just taking this moment here to arrive to your mat tonight. To arrive into your body, into your breath, into your practice. Just taking a moment to notice your breath here, notice how it's showing up for you right now. Maybe you rushed a bit to make it, to log on in time. Notice how that feels in your breath. Maybe you are showing up with all the ease in the world. Noticing that. Always noticing without judgment, not labeling it good or bad. Just getting curious here. We begin to deepen our breath here, moving through some 3-part breaths. So emptying out of whatever breath you just took. And then we'll inhale, taking a big breath, extending through your belly, your ribs, and up into your chest. And then exhale from your chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Taking a few more of those 3-part breaths at your own pace here. Really feeling your body expand with breath. And then feeling everything soften. You let the breath go. Taking one more full breath here at your own pace. And we'll just begin to move into some gentle neck rolls here, warming up our neck. So taking your right ear towards your right shoulder, and rolling down chin to chest. Left ear towards left shoulder, and chin to chest. Just taking these again at your own pace. Maybe lingering in any areas that feel tight. Maybe it just feels good to hang out there. Again, listening to what you need tonight, listening to your body. Taking a few more of these rolls in each direction. If you'd like a bit more of a stretch, you could tense your fingers out on your right fingers as you drop your ear towards the left shoulder. Finding a deeper stretch here. And I'm doing the same on the opposite side. Taking one more roll in each direction here. And then we'll just move that same movement into our spine. So in this easy seated position, placing your hands on your knees, we'll find some spinal rolls here. So inhaling, drawing your chest forward. And then exhale, rounding back to your back, finding a cat-like spine, maybe holding onto your knees, stretching out here a bit. And then inhale forward. Exhale, round back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then we'll just take that in the opposite direction. You can at your own pace here, moving with your breath. You're not in any areas that feel tight. Taking one more roll on this side. And once you finish, and as you're ready, we'll make our way to tabletop position. So shoulders are stacked over shoulders are stacked over wrists, hips are stacked over knees. Back is flat, fingers are spread wide on your mat. You're just beginning to find some gentle movement here. Maybe you look over at those right toes, finding a C shape with your spine. Maybe look over at the left toe.
We can't hear you.
There we go. Okay, that needed. Okay. So just taking those gentle circles with your wrists, maybe finding arm circles here. And then as you're ready, sending that left arm under the right this time, left cheek meets the mat. Taking another breath here. And then coming up, left arm reaches high, and exhale, set it down, meeting back in tabletop position. We'll just find one more round of cat and cow here. Inhale, dipping belly, reaching chest gives forward. And exhale, rounding up to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Going back to that steady tabletop, this time tucking your toes under, coming into our first downward facing dog. So just taking your time here, pedaling through your feet, keeping that soft bend in your knees. Beginning to warm up through your hamstrings here. Breathing here. Perhaps beginning to find some stillness here. And then we'll take a big inhale together. And exhale, sigh it out. One more just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale, gaze towards your hands, travel to the top of your mat. We'll inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise the standing arms, reach tall, gazes up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time taking your feet mat width distance, just coming into our ragdoll here. So feet are mat width distance. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Maybe letting your head hang here. Maybe finding some movement or stillness. And take another breath here. And then on the exhale, letting go of any grip, toe heeling your feet back to hip width distance and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise the standing arms, reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, this time coming into our tabletop position. We'll find cat and cow once more here. So inhaling, dipping your belly, reaching chest, gaze forward. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to that tabletop, toes tuck under, pushing back, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. And knowing that option that we just ran through, there is always an option for your flow. You can skip the chaturanga, you can skip the planks, making it your own if you'd like to add a cat and cow there. You can do that same opening up through your chest that we find in the other poses. We'll take an inhale here together. And then exhale, look towards your hands, travel top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing arms, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, this time coming into our high plank. So top of your push-up here, holding it here for an inhale. And then exhale, shift forward on your toes, drop knees, chest, chin, keeping your elbows in tight. Inhaling up to cobra. And exhale through tabletop, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, inhaling. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, gaze towards your hands again, travel top of your mat, however you want to get there tonight. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment here in our standing mountain pose. If you'd like, closing your eyes. Really feeling all four corners of your feet rooted into the ground below you. Feeling tall in your spine. Perhaps setting an intention for your practice tonight. And take a big inhale in to feel in any intentions. And then exhale to surrender them. Adding on here, top of your mat, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. This time, your choice. So taking that first option, maybe you take your Haida Low Chaturanga, whatever your body needs. We're always meeting in downward facing dog. Making this practice your own tonight. Taking a breath here in down dog. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, right leg reaches high. And then exhale, step it through low lunge. Your left hand's gonna stay planted and then reach your right arm high. Again, opening up here, maybe you find those wrist circles once more. Move into the shoulder circles. Taking another breath here, inhaling. And then exhale, release your hand, maybe hopping that left foot up a bit, and we're making our way to high crescent lunge. So arms reach high, sinking into your hips here. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhale. We'll move through this first time through our flow, just moving, taking a couple of breaths in each pose, noticing how they feel in your body, making any little adjustments, tweaks. So taking one more inhale here. And then exhale, twist to the right. So left arm goes forward, right arm back. Just finding this twist here. Maybe finding the drishti point, a non-moving point of focus, helping with your balance here. If you're feeling wobbly, you could take your feet a bit further apart on your mat as well. Taking one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms back high. And then exhale, open up warrior two. So right knee is bent, left foot parallel with the back of your mat. Arms are at a T, gaze over those right fingers. Again, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, right arm reaches high, left arm down that left leg, reverse warrior. Really feeling the stretch in your front side body here. Gaze can be up or down. Breathing here, inhaling. And then exhale, reach forward with that right hand, opening up extended side angle. So left hand reaches up, opening up through your chest here. Really spreading the fingers wide on that left hand. Lifting through your core. Taking a breath here, inhaling. And exhale. And then inhale, right leg straightens, right arm reaches high, reverse triangle. Again, breathing here, inhaling. And then exhale, hands plant, moving through your flow. So again, making our way to downward facing dog, however you want to get there tonight. Meeting in downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. And then right hand plants, left arm reaches to the sky. Again, maybe finding those wrist circles, maybe arm circles.
And Texas passed laws restricting how teachers could address racism in the classroom. Adam and his wife, Brandy, who's Black, thought of their 11-year-old son. Did you feel like you could be true to yourself and stay in this
Taking
job?
another breath here.
Not at all. Adam quit in July and says Carol
Looks
Schools
like someone's not on mute.
requires him to stay until they
Then we'll set that left hand down, hopping the right foot up, inhaling arms up, finding our high crescent lunge. Again, sinking into your hips here, reaching your arms high, but then relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Taking a breath here, inhaling. And exhale, twist to the left. So right arm forward, left arm back. Finding those twists here. Always noticing if you're twisting too far, if your breath is getting restricted, backing out of the twist a little bit. Making sure your breath is leading your practice tonight. Taking one more inhale here. And an exhale. Inhale, arms back high. And exhale, open up, warrior two. So this time, left knee bent, right foot parallel with the back of your mat. And you're taking a moment here, just coming in and out of this pose. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, reach forward with that left arm, opening up, extended side angle. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhale. And then inhale, left leg straight, straightens, left arm reaches high, reverse triangle. And just feeling that stretch here in the left side body. And one more inhale. And then exhale, again, planting your hands, moving through your flow tonight, your vinyasa. Making it your own. Inhaling, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take 3 resting breaths here. So your choice, staying in down dog, dropping to child's pose. Always finding this balance in our practice here between the doing and the non-doing, the effort and the ease. And take another breath here. And if and when you're ready, coming back into a slow meeting and downward facing dog. And so we're going to find those same movements here, a couple little adjustments, but moving into our one breath to one movement part of our practice tonight. So taking a big inhale to prepare. And an exhale, maybe sigh it out again here. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, arms reach high, high crescent. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side ankle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, punch your hands, moving through your flow tonight. Exhaling to lower. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Again, finding that stability and inhaling arms high, high crescent. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, plant your hands, taking that vinyasa, that flow, that transition here. Always the option to skip it. Meeting in downward facing dog. Again, we'll take our 3 resting breaths here. So options, staying in down dog, dropping the child, or any other resting pose. Just coming back to your breath here. And take one more breath here. And then meeting back, downward facing dog. We'll move through that flow once more here. Again, we'll take an inhale to prepare. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, taking that flow once more here. Inhaling, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking an inhale. And an exhale. One more time on the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, plant your hands, taking that flow once more. Inhaling, cobra, up dog. Really opening up through the chest here. Exhale, down dog. And then again, taking our 3 resting breaths. Options, whatever you need. Staying in down dog or dropping the child. Coming back to your breath here. Maybe coming back to the intention that you set at the beginning of class. And take one more breath here. And so if and when you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog. And take an inhale together. And an exhale. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through again, low lunge. But this time we're coming into warrior one. So you're gonna hop that left foot up at a 45-degree angle. Making any adjustments here, making sure this feels okay in your hips and knees. Once you have that solid foundation, inhaling arms high, warrior one. So hips point forward. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, taking your hands behind your back. If it's accessible, clasping your hands behind your back. If not, you could place your hands as if there were pockets on the back of your hips. Yeah.
There has been a request to slow down on the vinyasas, if you could, please.
Yes, we are moving into our slower part. So that was fast as we're going to go. Thank you.
Thank
Got
you
it.
very
I
much.
couldn't quite see us. Perfect. All right. So taking your hands behind your back here. Yeah. So we moved a little bit just to warm up our body, but we're definitely moving into the slower part of our practice here. So opening up through your chest here, pulling your hands down towards the ground. If you have that bind behind your back. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, we'll find humble warrior. So your right shoulder is going to come towards your right knee. Just finding this fold here. Again, keeping that bind if that feels okay in your shoulders today. And then that right hip usually likes to creep out. So just sending that hip back towards the center line. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, releasing that bind. We're setting up for a pyramid. So just taking that left foot, pointing your toes forward. You might want to hop that left foot up a bit. Just making sure that both heels can meet your mat here. So finding the right stance. And then taking your hands to hips, and we'll inhale, halfway lift. So this might be plenty in your hamstrings today. Stay right here if this serves you. If you'd like, you could walk forward, finding a fold, bringing your hands down, maybe towards your calf, your mat, letting your head be heavy here. You find that fold, maybe gazing up towards your belly button, really releasing your mat. Taking another breath here. And if you found that fold, taking your hands back to your hips, inhaling, halfway lift. And then just walking your toes in the long direction of your mat. We'll find wide-legged forward fold. So just coming down, letting your head hang here again, finding this inversion. Maybe you find stillness here. Maybe you shift your weight onto one side and the other, really stretching out your inner thigh. Soaking up the benefits of an inversion here without our feet ever leaving the ground. We'll take another breath here. Inhaling. And exhale. And then coming out of it, we're just coming into our runner's lunge. So walking your palms forward, that right foot is going to choke you out to the edge of your mat. Hands come to the inside of the right foot. Just taking a moment to check in that that right knee is stacked on top of your right ankle. And then if you'd like, you could drop your left knee on tuck your toes. Coming into our steady runner's lunge here. You're feeling really open in your hips. You could drop down to an elbow, maybe down to the ground. If you're not, just backing out a little bit. Wherever you're at though, coming back to your breath here. Really using the inhales to bring awareness to anything that's coming up for you right now. And using the exhales to soften, maybe let go a bit more. And take one more breath here. And then coming out of it, just by gently walking back, sending your hips back, we'll find our half split. So your right foot is flexed, that right knee is bent. And then sinking back into your hips, your hands can frame that right leg, maybe folding forward a bit. And adjust my camera here so you can see me a little bit better, but just finding that fold, that stretch in your hamstring. Nice, looks good. Breathing here. Take one more breath here. And then coming out of it, just planting your palms in front of you, tucking left toes under, and then sending that right leg back, downward facing dog. And again, just taking that paddle through your feet here, letting anything go in your hips. And we'll just find those same poses on the other side. So inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. And this time that right foot's gonna hop up 45-degree angle. And inhale, arms, warrior one. And just sinking into your hips here, feeling that solid foundation. Feeling supported and reaching long with your arms. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, hands come behind your back. Again, if that's accessible, finding that bind. Otherwise, just taking your hands, resting them on your hips. Just opening up through your chest here, however that works in your body today. If you found that bind, maybe gazing up towards the ceiling a bit. Breathing here, inhaling. And exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, folding forward, humble warrior. So left shoulder comes towards the left knee this time. Your head is heavy. Again, just checking in with that left hip. If it's swung out a bit, just bringing it back to center. And take another breath here, inhaling. And then exhale, letting go of any binds. We're setting up for pyramid. So your right foot is going to hop forward a bit, toes point forward. And then hands come to hip, inhale, halfway lift. And again, stay right here. This might be enough in your hips and your hamstrings tonight. This is a great option. And if you'd like a little bit more, just finding that fold, maybe you fold forward. Maybe you bring your hands down towards the ground or your ankle. You find the fold, just letting your head hang here. And take another breath here. And then again, hands come to hips, inhale, halfway lift, and just walking your toes towards the wrong side of your mat, wide-legged forward fold. And again, maybe you find the same movement on this side or the same stillness as you did on the other. If you'd like another twist here, you could take your right hand under your nose, reach your left arm to the sky. And then swapping out sides, dropping that left hand down, opening up through the right side. And if you found that twist, dropping the left hand down. And then again, we'll come out of this just by walking your palms forward, coming into our runner's lunge. So left foot, toe heels out to the edge of your mat, palms on the inside of the left foot. And again, just checking in that left knee should be stacked right over the left ankle. And stay up here in this high runner's lunge. Or maybe you drop that right knee and tuck your toes. Maybe drop to your elbows. Listening to what you need here. Just breathing here. And take one more breath here. And then again, just coming out of it by sitting back into your hips, your left foot will be long in front of you, flex through that left foot, and then your hands frame the left leg. And again, stay upright, or maybe you find a bit of a fold. Just being sure to keep that soft bend in your left knee. You don't want to overstretch your hamstrings. Always being kind to our hamstrings. Let's take another breath here. And again, coming forward, just planting your hands into the ground, tucking right toes under this time. The left foot comes back, downward facing dog. And take an inhale. And then exhale, look towards your hands, travel top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise all the way to standing, gazes up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, coming into the top of your plank. So stay here. We're just going to lower down to our belly. So if you want to stay lowering on your toes, or drop to your knees, lower all the way down to your belly. So a couple of options here. So you can find crocodile pose. So stacking your palms one on top of another, resting your forehead on your palms. That is option one. Option two, you could find Sphinx pose here. So coming up onto your elbows, your forearms, and then really pressing, spreading your fingers wide, resting your palms on the mat. Same exact pose. One is just a little more accessible in with backs and spines and necks. So finding your version, and then wherever you're at, really just letting your hips be heavy here. Letting everything sink into your mat. Breathing here. And take one more breath here. And then we'll all meet in crocodile. So stacking your palms one on top of another, resting your forehead on your palms. And then just bending your knees, and we'll windshield wiper your knees side to side. Just releasing your lower back here. And then setting your feet back down on the ground. Come up into tabletop. And then just coming into a seated position again here. So really however you want to get there. And so we'll find a little bit of a hip opener here tonight. So again, a couple of options. Adjust this difference. You can see this way. So you can extend your right leg long on the mat. Take your left foot to the cross over your right knee. So flexing through your left foot, flexing through your right foot, and just resting that left ankle right over your right knee. Again, this might feel like plenty in your hips, your hamstrings today. Stay right here. If you'd like, you could walk your hands forward a bit, finding a bit of a fold. That feels good. Stay right there. If you're feeling really open in your hips tonight, you could take that right leg, cross it under, and come into fire log pose. So in this pose, both feet are flexed, and then both calves are stacked one right on top of another. And you can stay here or find that fold. So whichever version you're in, we're going to take a few breaths here. Again, opening up through your hips. Honoring your body and the pose that is calling to you tonight. And take 3 more breaths here. And gently coming out of that, walking your palms back. We'll take our feet, plant them into the ground. Knees are bent, and again, just windshield wiper your knees side to side. And then we'll find that same pose on the other side. So this time the left leg comes out, right ankle crosses right over that left knee. Again, both feet are flexed. And find your option staying right here. Maybe you find that fold. Maybe you find that fire log pose. Wherever you're at, really using your breath here. Our hips can bring up a lot physically and emotionally. Really being kind to yourself here. And take 2 more breaths here. And again, gently walking out, placing your feet onto the ground, windshield wipering your knees side to side, giving your glutes a bit of a massage here on the ground. And then we're going to be making our way down to our mat. So making sure that your feet are at the top of your mat, knees are bent, maybe scooting your hips forward a bit just to make some space. And then rolling down onto your back. Bringing your knees in towards your chest, taking a rock side to side. Maybe placing your hands on your knees, drawing circles with your knees. Again, massaging out your lower back here. And then letting your feet come down to the ground. We're setting up for bridge. So feet are hip width distance apart. Then your hands are alongside your body, but checking in, your middle fingers should pretty much graze the back of your heels. Just checking in with your placement here. And then as you're ready, we'll just inhale, lifting your hips high. You can stay here with your hands alongside you, or finding that bind again behind your back and walking your shoulders under slightly. Wherever you're at, though, really lifting up through the front side of your body. So this pose isn't about lifting through your glutes or squeezing your glutes as much as lifting up through your core, through the front side of your body. And take another breath here. And wherever you're at, releasing any binds, rolling down slowly, coming back all the way to your mat. Knees come back in towards your chest and give them a rock side to side. And we'll find one more twist here tonight. So taking your right knee close towards your chest, extend your left leg long on the mat. We'll find our supine twist. So just taking that right knee over the left side of your body. Taking a minute here, making sure your hips are stacked one on top of another. Don't want to twist into your lower back. And then your hands can come up at a T. Gaze can be up towards the ceiling or over those right fingers. Just breathing here. Maybe noticing how this twist feels different than some of the twists that we did at the beginning of class. And take another breath here. And then rolling back to center. Again, knees come towards your chest. And then this time we'll keep the left knee in, extend the right leg long on your mat. Finding that twist on the opposite side. So left knee twist over the right side of the body. And take 2 more breaths right here. And then rolling back to the center. Once more, knees come in towards your chest. And this time we'll find our supine bound ankle pose. So just bringing the soles of your feet to touch, letting your knees go wide here. If you'd like, bringing one hand to your heart, one hand on your belly, just taking this moment to connect with your breath again. Feeling everything rise on the inhale. And fall on the exhale. And then an invitation to stay right here if this pose feels restful to you. If your body's calling for any more movement, I invite you to find that movement. Maybe it's happy baby, legs up the wall, shoulder stand, plow pose, any other movement you might need. Otherwise, knowing we're making our way into our final resting pose. So making your way to Shavasana whenever you're ready. Taking up space on your mat. Your legs are long, arms alongside your body, but allowing some space here. This pose here of Shavasana is said to be the most important pose of our practice. We move through our asana practice, our physical practice, also that we can shift energy, release what we're holding on to, so that we can find this stillness. We have a few minutes here tonight, so I will watch the time and guide you out as we're ready. Beginning to bring some awareness back into your body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Rolling wrists and ankles. Perhaps taking a full body stretch, reaching your arms overhead, stretching long through your feet. You're just waking up for the day. And then rolling off to whichever side is calling to you, bringing your knees in towards your chest, resting your head on your arms. Taking a moment to pause here. Always taking this pause before we end our practice, before we leave our mat, and go on with our day. Taking another breath here in this pause. And then if and when you're ready, making your way back to a seated position, just as we started class today. You can, keeping your eyes closed, really feeling in this energy you created for yourself tonight. And then maybe placing your hands on your knees, or if it serves you, bringing your hands to heart center, bowing your head slightly towards your heart in gratitude. Gratitude to yourself for showing up to your practice today. Gratitude to your body for carrying you through your practice. We'll close with the salutation of Namaste, which means the light and teacher in me sees and honors the light and teacher in each of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone for coming. Once again, if you're interested in more classes, you can go to wholefoods.coop/classes. We do have a Qigong class coming up the 27th of August at 10:30, which will also be virtual. Aubrey, I'd like to thank you again.
Thank you.
Everyone have a wonderful evening.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.